We call it Rolling Thunder.
We're here in front of Engine 90. It's your newest engine. You guys did a video with it here recently.
Yes, sir.
And what I would like to show people is what's actually in the truck. I'm a taxpayer, Blacksburg, and my tax dollars bought this truck.
That's correct.
Tell me what my tax dollars bought with this truck.
It's a brand new 2025 E1 Cyclone. It brought a high state-of-the-art attack engine that's going to facilitate, it's going to settle all the needs that we've been running in the shortfall with the previous trucks that we bought. So it's a pretty penny, but it's going to serve the community well.
This truck will last 30 plus years.
Yes, sir.
That truck, my life depends on that truck.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm probably going to have a little more pride in making sure it's taken care of.
Oh yeah.
Truck.
So this engine is an X15, it's about 525 horsepower. Allison transmission, 4500. So we got enough power to push up any hills, to pump any fires, to do anything that we need to do to get there quick.
Yep.
That's our biggest thing. I know we try to beat these response times.
Good engine, good transmission. It's got a good response time, good lifetime. Tell us about the pump and the water that's on the truck.
So yes, sir, we got 750 gallons of water. Got 30 gallons of foam that's plumbed into all the hand lines that's on the truck. It's a Hale pump, 1,500 gallons per minute. We can set it and forget it, but however, we still have to know how much pressure to put on each attack line that's coming through the truck, and how much water we have coming in, how much water we got going out, so it's still a mathematical equation. Yeah. And we try to make it simple. We got some plaques on order to show them how much we should be coming out of each hand line, and we also do have presets, but it dictates every fire that we go to, which hand line we're gonna pull on.
What happens when you don't have hydrants?
So when we don't have hydrants in some of the areas, or if we just run out of water, period, we do have hard suction that's on the top of the truck. So this truck specifically carries 20 foot of hard suction on the truck. So what that allows us to do, we can draft for all four sides of the truck, from the front, rear, or from both sides of the truck. So
Donovan, tell me something about that's unique about this engine that you guys are really proud of, that maybe you really went into designing.
Yes, sir. So one of the most unique things, I think, to us, because I'm a real tall guy, but I'm really short, but is the hose bed that's on this truck. So conventionally, we've always went with cross lays.
And most fire departments do.
Yes, sir. And so now we made the decision to everything coming off the rear of the truck, so we went with a lower hose bed.
Let's take a look at that. Oh, wow. I do. That is a low hose bed. I like that.
Yes, sir. So a low hose bed. It's not accident prone because we don't have to hop up on the bumper or hop up on the tailboard like we used to get the cross lays off. So we kept everything low. I know we have some taller people than I am. And we just wanted to facilitate any kind of cross lay, and we're still missing some hose bed dividers that we got on order to make some more pulls and cross lays to go on the apparatus as well.
But I also see something that's a very controversial topic in a lot of fire stations: smooth bore, fog nozzle combination. You got both.
We have both. Yes, sir. We have both. And the reason why we have both is to facilitate everything that we have. So if we want to get a reach and penetration, we still have the smooth bore. We got some more fog nozzles that's coming to put on the truck. We have one fog nozzle on here right now. We have two fog nozzles on both our apartment levels. They're 100-foot sections apiece. But it's a give or take thing, because we're still getting 160 gallons coming out of the fog nozzle, and 150 low pressure getting 50 psi.
So roughly the same nozzle reaction for
same. Yes, sir.
So you got a 3-story apartment complex. That's take that 2.5 up there and drop it. Now you got a kit you just ready to go.
And that's the reason why we have this dead loaded up top. So we basically have that dead loaded with a Y that's on it, so we can fly the Y, go up there and get it. And we spin off and put the apartment load on it. She ready to rock.
It's probably one of the unintended consequences of low hose bed is you've got a lower center of gravity with the water tank being lower.
Yes, sir.
And more stable truck.
That's a more stable truck. So some unique tools. This truck is still a work in progress. We're still mounting stuff on this truck. So basically, this is, if you want to go through, this is the engineering compartment. So this facilitates all of the appliances and tools. So we got a ventilation fan. We keep it charged up. Let's run to the plugs up top. Some of the appliances we run the fly, the Siamese basically. So that's for water supply needs. It's interesting here in Blacksburg that we call them dolly hydrants, but it's two 2.5s. So we were able to take those two 2.5s, put into a steamer, and to supply the truck when it comes to that need. Right here we have some extrication equipment. So we know once we pull up on scene, if we get dispatched or popped out to a NVA with extrication, we do have some extrication tools, spreader cutters and rams, and we always use Hurst, the Jaws of Life, the originator of the other extrication tools.
But a lot of people don't realize these tools aren't just for extrication. I mean, you know, if you like it, you've used them in structures, you've used them to pop doors, you know, whatever the case may be.
Stabilization, trying to get a car off somebody, just to slide them out real quick. Up here on this hose bed tray, we run a 2-inch. We call these basically not apartment load bundles, but high-rise bundles. They're 50-foot sections, and we just use those if we got to make a longer stretch, or if we're going into a bigger facility or warehouse and we got to make a long stretch. We always stretch from the fire back to try to facilitate and try to get it there quick and get a quick knockdown. What else? We have a lot of cylinders on this side, so a lot of people know we got a standing rule. So we're in a house fire, we go in, we knock the fire down, or if we're still operating, we always go through 2 bottles before we take a rest. So these are just our Scott SCBA cylinders. They 4500s, they 30-minute bottles, are very lightweight, quote unquote 30-minute bottles. But when you start actually working, you may have maybe 10 minutes. If you're not doing anything at all, you may have 15 minutes. So just don't stand there and use the hook. You gotta get to work. So on this side, this is also basically the officer side of when we're running 2 people on the truck that day. We have a medical bag, our AED, some of our trauma kits that's in here, medical equipment triage bag. A lot of people think of triage as I-85, but sometimes a lot of people don't think about it. If we have a triage incident, it could be a school bus or it could be a church fan going down the road. So we do have those triage kits to triage patients as well. This side of the truck, we call it the hook in the can. We're gonna have a hook mounted on here very, very soon, just waiting on the mounts to come in. But they can hop off, they can have a hook, and they have a can. We have a can on both sides of the truck.
Now you mentioned the hook. Are you talking about a New York hook?
We'll have a New York hook, yes sir.
That is a great tool, especially in older communities. There's that lattice board. Man, that makes quick
That's the worst to try to get through.
Yes.
On the opposite side, so we have the back compartment here, where we'll see 3 firefighters in the back. We also have on this side as well, we got other trash hooks and New York hooks that's in here. On this truck, we just have the rip bag, but like on our heavy rescue, we have a Stokes basket that we put everything in, because if we know we're running RIT and it's for the other firefighter safety, then we need to take everything.
A lot of people don't realize that. You don't think about it because we think about the firefighters that are coming to do the rescue, coming to rescue us.
Yes, sir.
We don't think about what happens when they need rescue.
What happens when they need rescue.
And and unfortunately, we as the fire service have had to learn that we need to be more mindful of that.
Yes, sir. We have to. We see 3 firefighters in the back, 3 air packs. They have everything they need from the water cooler to stay hydrated. We tell them to drink a lot of water during the summer, springtime, anytime period. Flashlights, radios. And it's the same thing on the other side as well, with a compartment we got for the engineer. They're responsible for everything that facilitates on this side, and being an officer and leading the firefighters on the back to do their duties at a fire scene or just in the firehouse period. So basically his duty for going to a fire, any type of call, to help navigate the engineer to get to the call. It's also to look at the screen and give notes or give updates from dispatch or to dispatch once they get on call. Everything that call, we call it giving, it's a scene size up. They get on the scene of a house fire and give the scene size up. They can give other trucks that are coming in. They can let them know where the hydrants are at, what we're gonna be doing, what hose line we're pulling, doing 360s on houses. Or if it's from a vehicle extrication or vehicle wreck, they're giving size up of those as well. So anytime anybody wants to come by and take a visit, come talk to the fire department or to know how to become a member, you can always visit our website, www.blacksburgfire.com. Come in, speak to the members. If you want to ask any questions about fire safety, we'll be glad to talk to you about that. Come and educate yourself. We like to tell the community what we're about, to show them what we're about and how the tax dollars are spent throughout the community. And it's very good to be transparent to the people that we serve.
So I want to say thank you, Chief Donovan Ford, for spending time with me today.
Yes,
it's always a treat to get to come to a fire department, and especially to come to somebody I know. And it's just a lot of fun. So thank you for taking time, telling us about the new engine, telling us about Blacksburg.
Yes, sir.
And thank you all for watching.